So welcome to a different kind of video. It's the ASX against a ASX, and these sound different. That's why I wanted to do it, because it's quite I wouldn't say a stir, but there's quite a thing that a lot of people like them and a lot of people don't like them, where a lot of reviewers have had these and they don't like them, but a lot of other people do. So I get into it. These two on the left are the ones that I used for the review and I had first. So these basically went from China to Amazon UK, like warehouses, and then to me. So I presume they're earlier than these, which came straight from a seller. So they went from the seller straight to me, and they do sound different. So this pair had like really like boomy bass, kind of really elevated. But on this right hand pair, it's still elevated, which it's supposed to be, but not as bad. It's controlled better. So I'm not sure what the difference is. Maybe it's wired incorrectly. I don't know. But the bass on these is more controlled, and it's like not as bloated and messy as that. And considering there's only one BA for low end, that's quite something. And vocals on this right hand pair, my other pair, do sound more correct. The overall sound of these two does sound more correct than the ones of those. And because these are also the same colour, which is quite a big thing. So I'll just show you what they look like. Obviously these have 10 balanced armatures per side. There's a crossover board. That's the thing though, at this kind of price, you're getting so many drivers, which is, as you say, KZ are doing like a driver battle at a relatively affordable price. That's the thing. And the quality control isn't that great. So at this kind of price, like I said, there's so many drivers. It's just one thing to be wary of, because quality control by them, do they actually check? Which is a good question. Probably per 100, per 1,000, I don't know. But these ones I've listened to again just before this video, and I've listened to these just before the video, and yeah, these are still the better pair. I've heard something similar to the KZ ASF, which are the 5 drivers per side, but that should be a lot more simple because you got half the driver count, so there's less than half of things to go wrong, in theory, that is. But yeah, I will link a video up here of a video I spoke about quality control, and other people's feedback in that video was I appreciated it, because everybody has different experience. Some people have had a lot of bad luck, and some people have had a lot of good luck. I've not had that many bad units. So these do work, and also to note, they are both in phase. So if you ever get an item that sounds kind of off, I will link in the description a video for you to check it if it's wired out of phase. I have had it, I think, maybe 3 times. My KB Diamonds was out of phase, and those X10, Hi-Fi BCD X10, I think is the name, they was out of phase as well, but they was worse because they had an attached wire, so it makes it a lot more. There's nothing you could do unless you basically cut the wires off and then basically reverse them. That's all you can do. But yeah, this is the box here of the ones on the left. If the barcode makes any difference, but I do presume they are an early one, and a lot of reviewers tend to get earlier models that may be linked to like bad feedback. Could be wrong, but it's just it's an idea I've had, because I reckon these early ones and other reviews have had early variants and they've all been hit or miss, so that could be an important part. But as sound on these, they're not a bad pair, but I was still expecting more micro details considering the driver count. I'll be curious to what KZ do next, because these are such an ambitious There you go. It's such an ambitious release, because there's the big balanced armature for the low end. There's only one. I love to compare these to the KZ8S16s, which have 8 BAs. And obviously in there, you can see there's 4, so there's 5, there's 6. That's just all you can see. And these do appreciate a cleaner source, because armatures do expose a hiss. So if your source, for example, which I used the Sonata HD Pro, which is this one here. This is what I used for testing just before this video and some back-to-back testing. This has a very clean output, and that's what I use. I wanted to try it with the balanced adapter, but I don't have cables for that yet. Well, I've got one cable, but so I don't want to ramble on too much. This video is just basically about unit variance and quality control, and just be wary of items at high driver counts. These, for example, but some of the more expensive companies do have issues as well, so bear that in mind. No company is perfect with quality control. These aren't a bad pair if you get a good pair. They are big, like I said before. This part here, these aren't the most comfortable, but really they should, even the better pair, they should really have more details, probably a bit more control base, and they would be really, it'd be quite a nice pair. And I think that's it. Anything else you want to let me know, as usual, in the comments below. I didn't want to ramble on too much because not much I can say really, but yeah, quickly go over. These was from Amazon UK, and these were straight from a seller in China, so obviously both from China. I presume that's an earlier build than then. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and be careful of high driver counts. That's why I do like single dynamic drivers, because there's less to go wrong, especially 2-pin. If it's out of phase, for example, all you have to do is you can also just flip the cable around. But it's so easy probably to get at least one driver out of phase is probably not that difficult to do when you've got 10 of them per side. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and take care.